Recently, I've been drawn to silence. I've become a bit reclusive. Although responsive when spoken to, I've been of minimal speech. Although I'm actively formulating thoughts to translate into speech, most of which remains contained, as I've also been more contemplative. If I have nothing substantial to say, in turn, I find I say nothing. I have no desire to embellish conversations. Momentarily, I do not feel the need to engage in extensive casualties. I do not feel the need to respond, yet alone to be asked frivolous questions. And no, it's not because I'm in a bad mood. It's just I feel not the need. Like, for example, I have a friend whom cannot take an honest response. Like, an honest answer will never suffice. They always ask redundant questions. Like, for example, did you post a YouTube video? What was it about? This individual has asked me this frequently, and I've always responded with detail. So at this point, you know my account name. You can subscribe and be notified to stay, up to date with what I'm doing on this platform. If you were truly concerned, you would know. Sometimes people just want to hear you speak, yet are not actively engaged in what you're saying. So, why would I continue to talk to myself or dispose of information that is worth investing? So, it's a drawback, an assessment to realign. You have a lot of energy moochers. You have a lot of people that thrive off of the energy that you're supplying. And it's not that I don't take notice of this, yet sometimes you got to be reminded so you do not succumb to a deficit of energy, giving too much of yourself and receiving very little, giving too much to what deserves very little. So recently, if you ask me a question, I will answer accordingly, nothing more, nothing less. If you seek further definition or clarity, then that's on you to inquire, yet my response will always remain honest. If I have to reiterate myself, I would much rather remain silent because I would hate to lose definition and diction. Initially, I perceive this silence as a regular occurrence because often it is, relating to my INFJ personality type and my astronatal composition. Consciously, subconsciously, and or unconsciously, I position myself in a disposition where I reclude to reflect and refine. So sometimes I go quiet. Sometimes I may appear apathic or of low energy when in fact it's a simple conservation. So I share this to say, sometimes you gotta be quiet. You gotta be still. And this may be of a conscious pursuit, or it may transition, quite like myself, very unconsciously and or subconsciously, to where you're just silenced. It's not even that you silence yourself. And of course, this may be a verse result to me eliminating certain distractions or limiting my engagement with social media. I removed various Snapchat friends. I deactivated my Instagram account. I uninstalled various apps like Facebook. I just don't engage with social media as much as I am a part of my active life in this very moment right now. So, just sometimes you got to be quiet. Sometimes you got to be still. And this may be of a conscious pursuit, like I said previously, or it may be otherwise. But sometimes you got to be still and quiet to heighten other senses. Doesn't mean that you're in a bad mood. Doesn't mean that people have upset you or offended you. It's just assessment to align. Reclude, reflect to refine. That's my motto, my mantra. If you hear somebody tell you to reclude and reflect and refine, they got it from me, okay? But, that's just it. That's just that. I just feel like shutting up, okay?